Have you ever noticed how easily you fall into routines? We all do it. It's comfortable, familiar. That feeling of ease. That's cognitive ease at work. Your brain loves efficiency. It's constantly looking for shortcuts, for ways to conserve energy. And that's why we stick to what we know, even if it's not the best thing for us. Think about your morning routine. Do you always take the same route to work? Eat the same breakfast? Wear similar clothes? These are all examples of cognitive ease in action. Your brain has already processed these actions, so it doesn't have to expend much energy thinking about them. It's a path of least resistance. But here's the thing. This preference for easy paths can actually hold us back. It keeps us stuck in our comfort zones, preventing us from exploring new opportunities, taking risks, and growing as people. Imagine a musician who's always played the same few songs. They're comfortable, they know them perfectly, and audiences enjoy them. But what if they never try writing new music? Their skills will stagnate, they might miss out on creating something truly amazing, and the audience might get bored eventually. This applies to everything from career choices to personal relationships. Sticking to what's familiar often means missing out on amazing possibilities. Now, cognitive ease isn't inherently bad. It's a survival mechanism. Our ancestors needed to make quick decisions without overthinking things. Otherwise, things would be difficult for them. This helped them to avoid dangerous situations. The problem arises when it prevents us from progressing or adapting. It becomes a roadblock on the path to personal and professional growth. How does our brain create this feeling of cognitive ease? It does this through repetition, familiarity, and clear, simple information. Things that are easy to understand and process feel comfortable. This is why we're drawn to simple explanations, even if they aren't entirely accurate. We often believe things that sound good, not necessarily because they are true, but because they require less mental effort. We also like things we already understand. For example, imagine you're presented with two investment options. One is complex and requires a lot of analysis. The other is simple and easy to grasp. Which one are you more likely to choose? Likely the simpler one, even if the complex one might offer higher returns. This is cognitive ease at play again. It's a common bias we have. We're all prone to it. It's part of being human. The challenge lies in becoming aware of when cognitive ease is preventing us from making better decisions or achieving our goals. Recognizing this bias allows us to counteract it. Once we understand how our brain works, we can start to consciously make choices that break us out of our comfort zones. This involves intentionally choosing more challenging tasks and learning new skills. It means stepping outside of the familiar and embracing the unfamiliar. Imagine taking a new route to work. It might take a bit longer initially, but you may discover a nice coffee shop you never knew existed, or a scenic viewpoint you'd never noticed before. This minor change creates a ripple effect, encouraging us to try new things. It's about making small, deliberate changes that push us beyond our habitual comfort zones. Similarly, in our relationships, stepping outside of our comfort zone might mean having a difficult conversation or offering support in a new way. Professional growth often requires us to venture into unfamiliar territory as well. This might include taking on a new project outside our expertise, volunteering for a leadership role, or even seeking mentorship from someone more experienced in our field. The discomfort we experience when stepping outside of our comfort zone can feel incredibly difficult, but it's in those moments of challenge that we truly grow. This growth leads to new skills, increased confidence, and a greater sense of accomplishment. So next time you find yourself defaulting to your usual routine, pause and consider if it's serving you. Is this choice rooted in actual necessity or just a preference for cognitive ease? Being mindful of this tendency allows you to make more informed and ultimately more fulfilling choices. Remember, breaking free from the trap of cognitive ease isn't about abandoning comfort entirely. It's about strategically challenging yourself to grow and to discover new possibilities. You'll be surprised at what you can achieve by actively resisting your brain's desire for the easy way out. We all have a degree of natural aversion to anything new, even the prospect of something good. That doesn't mean we should succumb to it. With conscious effort, we can overcome this natural resistance and create lives filled with more challenges, growth, and ultimately, greater fulfillment.